Welcome to Mountain State Bowling. This week, we're at Galaxy Lanes in Charleston.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Mountain State Open Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Toney Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird, along with Jerry Maxwell, and we're coming to you from Galaxy Lanes right here in Kanawha City. And Jerry Maxwell, great show lined up. Our contestants have been warming up. Should be a great contest here today.
Bill, we have had, over a period of about 4 weeks, we've had bowlers from all around the city and all around the tri-state area come and qualify for our show. And we have got 5 finalists here today that have put up some really good scores, and we're about to introduce those guys for you.
Okay, well, that's great, and may as well get to it. And if we could go ahead and introduce our bowlers for today's show.
Absolutely. Our 5th place qualifier today from the Charleston area, Bubba Hobbs. Bubba, it's nice to have you here to the show, and you qualified today with a 678. And you made the 5th place. So do you maybe have a game plan of your own? How'd you bowl today?
I did okay today. I missed a lot of easy spares. Game plan today, just one shot at a time, make spares and see where it goes.
Well, I wish you luck and have fun today.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right. And our 2nd place, 4th place qualifier today, Dad, Stacy Hobbs kind of edged out the sun there today, 684. Qualified 4th there, and you might have a game plan today.
Yeah, stay square, follow through. Hope they all fall down.
Well, striking's the name of the game, and you guys know how to do it.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, our 3rd place qualifier, Andrew Derrick. Andrew's from the Charleston area, and Andrew, you've been trying all summer to get on television, and buddy,
summer.
Today has been a great day for you. You shoot 702 to get in, and what's your game plan today?
Throw 10 quality shots, one shot at a time, see what happens.
Well, you're
Try
one of 3 left-handers today, so this is the most lefties we've had on one show, so you've got a little bit of adjusting to do maybe.
A little bit of adjustments, but they hook the ball more than I do, so, and I play pretty straight, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I wish you luck.
Appreciate that.
Our 2nd place qualifier today, our man Shannon Pennell. Shannon is his first time on television here. He qualified with the 730 out of his league. And Shannon, we know you're coming in strong. What's your plan today?
I just hope to knock down the pins like I've been doing for the tournament. So hopefully that keeps going on.
Well, you're going to bowl against these other 3 guys, and I know you've got a game plan, so you're ready to go.
Yes, I am.
All right, we've
Thank
all
you.
got a 1-game qualifier here, so good luck.
Thank you.
All right, our leader here, J.R. Phillips, comes in with 753. So, JR, we know you got a game plan, too. This isn't your first TV show.
I hope I do a lot better than last time. Lane 4 really hurt me. I want to throw the urethane, and if not, I'll try to throw the roto grip maybe.
Right, so you got your pitch blue out after him today?
Yep.
Well, that got you that 1st place qualifying with 750, so.
It's been really consistent the past few weeks.
Well, your league bowling scores have shown that, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, all right, buddy, we wish you luck.
Okay.
Good luck. Bill?
Okay, again, great group of bowlers and 3 left-handers. That's a little bit unusual. That should be fun.
Well, sometimes they say lefties have the advantage. It's going to be a great show. We've got a father-son shooting at each other here, and we've got a really good show.
We certainly look forward to it, and you should too. Coming right up, Mountain State Bowling right here at Galaxy Lanes in Kanawha City. So stay tuned, stay with us. We'll be right back to bowling.
George Boogie Ambler is our best choice for election to the West Virginia State Senate in the 10th Senatorial District. For the voters in Fayette, Greenbrier, Monroe, and Summers counties, it's important to know the facts and who will best represent our interests on the floor of the State Senate. As a current member of the House of Delegates, George Boogie Ambler has worked hard on our behalf. Through his support of right-to-work legislation, legal reforms, and tax increment financing, George Boogie Ambler has helped to jumpstart our regional economy and has worked to move West Virginia in the right direction. As a member of the House Finance Committee, George Boogie Ambler has fought to eliminate wasteful government spending and will always protect our state dollars. As a farmer in Greenbrier County, George Boogie Ambler is a lifelong teacher and coach and has been a true leader in promoting the importance of public education in the West Virginia legislature. On November 6th, be sure to make the right choice in the 10th Senatorial District. Help to elect George Boogie Ambler to represent us as our state senator in Fayette, Greenbrier, Monroe, and Summers counties.
That's me, shooting the cap and trade bill, because it was bad for West Virginia. Hey, I haven't changed. I might be a few years older, but I'll still take on anyone that messes with West Virginia. Now the threat is Patrick Morrissey's lawsuit to take away health care from people with pre-existing conditions. He is just dead wrong, and that ain't going to happen. I'm Joe Manchin, and I approve this message because for me, it's all about West Virginia.
Congratulations go out to Luke Lively, who was voted the 2018 Realtor of the Year in Fayette County. As an agent for Century 21 Jim Lively Realty, Luke Lively is standing by to help you in meeting your full real estate service needs. With our modern online technology and multi-listing services, Luke will guide and assist you in the purchase or sale of your residential or commercial property. Stop on by our office at 204 West Maple Avenue in historic downtown Fayetteville and ask to speak to Luke. Again, congratulations to Luke Lively for being named the Realtor of the Year in Fayette County. Luke Lively and Century 21 Jim Lively Realty, names you can trust and rely on to meet your real estate needs in Fayette County.
Hi, I'm Deanna Valentine, and kids are our future. At Alloy Federal Credit Union, we offer accounts for even our smallest members so they can help save for the future, like a trip to Disney World or college. Alloy Federal Credit Union has 2 locations serving you. One at 515 Hinkle Road, right here in Fayetteville at Doug Village Shops, and we are also located at 3574 Midland Trail, Alloy, West Virginia.
Alloy Federal Credit Union, bridging the gap to all of Fayette County and supporting local high school sports. Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road in Summersville. We carry unique items for your shopping convenience. Locally made candles, locally made apple butter, unique jams, canning supplies, oil and antifreeze products for your car. We have homegrown buckwheat flour, old-fashioned bread and butter, items you won't find anywhere else. Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road. Check out the old-time candy store inside our showroom. Browse through a large selection of fresh meats, New York strips, ribeye, and tenderloins throughout the store. All fresh and vacuum sealed. Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road in Summersville. We carry unique items. Our number is 304-872-0209.
You can trust your car or truck to Bryan Service Center, 409 Main Street in Oak Hill for dependable and affordable service or repair. State inspections, brakes, alignments, air conditioning, oil changes, tires and batteries. With motors and transmissions, Bryan can troubleshoot your problem with up-to-date diagnostic equipment. Brian Stevens, Robbie Stevens, and Dave Massey can get you fixed and on your way without delay. 30 years in Oak Hill. Bryan Service Center across from Plateau Medical Center on Main Street in Oak Hill, your Napa Auto Care Center.
In West Virginia, we need fresh, new ideas to solve many of our same old problems. Austin Haynes is concerned about the future of Southern West Virginia, and that's why he is running for election to the House of Delegates in the 32nd Delegate District. Increased job opportunities for our people, excellence in public education, and funding ways to fight our drug abuse and addiction problems are all important in defining our quality of life in the communities in which we live. By electing Austin Haynes to the House of Delegates, we will be voting for change that will bring fresh, new ideas to the problems we face. Endorsed by the West Virginia Coal Association, West Virginians for Life, and the Family Policy Council of West Virginia.
Hi, I'm Austin Haynes, running for the West Virginia House of Delegates, and I'm asking for your vote on November 6th.
Elect Austin Haynes to the West Virginia House of Delegates. New ideas, new vision. Paid for by Haynes for House Committee. Joyce Brenneman, Treasurer.
Tyree Funeral Home of Oak Hill and Mount Hope is happy to help provide television coverage of local high school sports. Tyree Funeral Home has proudly served our community since 1915. Joe Tyree, third-generation owner of Tyree Funeral Home, was honored to provide the same level of professional care to the family of singer Hank Williams following his untimely death in 1953. Staffed 24 hours a day, we provide at-need as well as pre-need funeral services. From the traditional to immediate cremation, we are here to meet your need. Call 304-469-3351. Joseph P. Tyree, licensee in charge.
Have your Fayette County taxes increased? My property taxes are higher, and your taxes are likely higher too. I'm Tom Luises, and I believe the reason for these high taxes is political fat. In 2016, I filed a Freedom of Information Act requesting our county budgets. After purchasing the budgets and reviewing over 10,000 documents, the Fayette County budget, the commission minutes, and the county order books, I have realized that the county commission leadership has been spending your money like monopoly money and budget balancing their frivolous spending by raising your property tax value to pay for it, with no regard to you, the taxpayer. I'm Tom Luises, and if elected, I will work to cut the political fat, stop the rising taxes, and use your tax dollars wisely. As a businessman, I believe in progress, and I want to move all of Fayette County forward.
I'm Tom Luises Sr. I serve the people in the West Virginia House of Delegates for 22 years. The Fayette County Commission needs a change. That's why I support, will vote for my son, Tom Luises, on November the 6th.
Paid for by Tom Luises.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. See Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros preferred credit card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at cadamtonytires.com.
Welcome to Mountain State Bowling. This week, we're at Galaxy Lanes in Charleston.
Welcome back to Mountain State Bowling, sponsored by Adam Tony Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird along with Jerry Maxwell, and we're coming to you from Galaxy Lanes here in Kanawha City for today's matchup. And Jerry, we're joined and fortunate to have with us a guest analyst for today's show. Would you like to go ahead and introduce our guest analyst today?
Well, Mike Nunn's back with us, and we welcome Mike, one of our knowledgeable Kanawha County bowlers here in town. He sure knows all the fellas in our championship match. We welcome Mike.
Glad to be back since I couldn't make the show.
Well, you're going to be there before long, I know it.
That's right. He'll be talking today rather than bowling, I guess we can say. But again, our bowlers are already warmed up, so I think we're ready for our first matchup. So let's go ahead and start bowling.
They're on.
Let's get up. We're going. Here you go, Bill.
And again, all the bowlers on today's show have pre-qualified. Jerry, I guess they kind of compete in a little bit of a tournament format in order to come on the show here today.
Yes, Bill, our format today is the top 5 bowlers out of the qualifying round. The top 4, or the lower 4, are competing in a one-game match, and the leader today will come in and compete against our tournament leader, J.R. Phillips.
Okay.
So, Mike, as we get things started today, we've got Bubba Hobbs here, and Bubba's a strong left-hander.
We actually have 3 strong left-handers, but Bubba is the strongest of the 3 with a strong rotation, crosses a few boards. The left-handers today will have a little taste of what the right-handers go through, and they'll have to chase and adjust the condition as it breaks down.
Well, that's very true. Bubba's from Campbell's Creek. He and his dad, Stacy, there, and we're looking for a close match between those two, along with Andrew Derrick and Shannon Pennell here.
Shannon, being the only righty, could have a little bit of advantage for this match.
He very well may. You never know. Stacy's off to a nice shot there. He trips that 7-pin right out, and everybody's filled up the first frame. So as our day progresses here, Bill, we've got a good match lined up. Good job from Shannon there. Lane conditions pretty slick in the center today, Mike. We've got a little bit of hold, and the ball curves from the outside. It should create some pretty good scores from both sides.
This is optimal scoring conditions. We got to hold in and hook out.
Andrew comes up a little high there, leaves the 6-10 spare. Should be routine for him, and Stacy comes up over here. He's looking for a double to get the first double of the match, Bill.
Absolutely. And again, a little interesting to have a father-son combination here. You know, you teach, a lot of times fathers teach their kids things, and then all of a sudden the kid starts bowling a little better than the old man, maybe.
Well, his son, Bubba, has bowled for about 8 years, and he's shot 790 scores. He hadn't had him at 800 yet, but he's on his way with 6 300s, and Bubba's doing really well with his game. And the dad, of course, they're following in the same footsteps. Stacy has 2 series just under 800, 798s, and he's bowled 2 300 games. They've both been here at Galaxy Lane, so they both feel pretty good about being locals, you know.
That's great. That's great.
So, Mike, Stacy came up a little light that time.
Stacy was just a little fast, kind of missed it at the bottom. The ball stayed out.
Well, Bubba up on the left lane there, he's going to make him an adjustment, see if he can't get this ball back in the pocket.
Nice stroke. That was a handful.
He got his rhythm back and his timing together, and Bill, that was a pretty crisp shot.
You know, that was impressive. A lot of mojo on that ball, showing a lot of strength there.
And with Andrew coming up here on lane 4, Andrew's a little bit more of a stroker, and he relies a lot on accuracy and plays the game well. And he loves tournament bowling, and that shot right there, Mike, was very impressive.
Very good. Soft hand, kept the ball in play.
Shannon may be the first one for a double here, Bill. We need a strike.
Has he got a chance? Just a pinch tight.
Creeped up a little high there as the 4 stood. Nice release. Good timing for Shannon. Everybody's beginning to get their stroke down here.
Yeah, the lights don't seem to be bothering these guys. They're locked in pretty good.
Well, everybody's goal is to bowl on television, and this is the closest thing we'll have to Big 3 bowling, and we're really happy to have Mountain State Bowling in the tri-state area here in between the counties, and it's really a nice addition, Bill.
Well, again, I've run into people I mentioned to you earlier that may have gotten away from bowling, that kind of watched the show and, hey, decided, hey, why not get back into it a little bit? So hopefully this show is having a positive impact on the sport itself.
Exactly. As we all continue to promote bowling and grow in the sport, the television show promotes youth bowling and senior bowling, so bowling is still for everybody. It's a family sport, and we just will continue to gather new bowlers.
Bubba just announced himself. That's the first double.
Yes, sir. It was a nice shot. It was a very crisp and nice hit.
All right.
Stacy got the bad one
Break
out.
it out.
He tripped that 5 out to leave the 10, and just still a little bit fast. And TV lights might be a little bit there. Everybody wanted to bowl on TV, so nerves could be setting in here in just a minute.
That'd be a fact.
Getting that first double out of the way is the hardest one.
It most certainly is. Watch out.
Uh-oh. Stacy cut that one a little short, and it kind of crawled across the middle, Bill, and that's puts him 37 through 3 frames, and we're going to have to pick it up a notch here. Here comes Shannon. He's looking for
Good
another
pitch.
strike. That one was a very nice shot to the pocket. Shannon could have already had a 4-bagger here with a little bit of luck.
With a little bit of carry, absolutely.
Here we go again. Andrew up here on the left lane looking for a double to get things rolling. Cuts it a little bit short.
He was short and he was in.
Yeah, leaving the 2-4-7-8. That's not an easy spare, Bill. We've got a sleeper back there.
I'd say gotta be precise on this placement.
Kind of hard to throw the spare ball to this. You've got to throw your regular ball and you leave the hand in. You got to take out the 8.
That's right. You got to have enough juice to carry. Good job.
Very nice cover.
Nice job.
All right. We keep the match rolling here, and talking about things going on, and high school bowling is back in the air, as is our full season of bowling. All the leagues are in about their 4th and 5th week, coming back here all over the country. And high school bowling had their meeting in our southern West Virginia here last week, and Galaxy Lanes has a new team, Capitol High School. We'll be introducing this year, along with the state champions from last year, Riverside Warriors. And our first TV show, we may get lucky to have the high school on TV. Work something out here on December the 9th.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome.
So,
all right. Quality shot, 3-bagger.
That's a turkey for Bubba, and right now he's taking a commanding about a 15, 18 pin lead here in getting this match going.
I think Bubba came to play.
Our high school teams practice now on Thursdays at 6:30, and if anybody wants to come out and watch the high school teams, bring your family, and it's interesting to watch the new bowlers grow. And bowling's for everybody. Like I said, Bill, our Saturday morning youth program's back going as all of the centers here in town. So,
Shannon broke out the 4-9. Got a double.
That puts Shannon in the match. He needed that strike to give him a little confidence here.
Yeah. So, Jerry, I understand it is the first year for bowling at Capitol High School.
It is. We're very fortunate to have the team. Coach Mike Bowles came in the bowling center here over the last year and showed interest in the game. And Mike had bowled in our fellowship league in the past, and he and his daughter Raylan bowled on the Firecracker doubles. And they went back to school, and the kids are interested in this, in following the high school program. And he's got about 17 to 22 kids that's coming to practice, and we really appreciate that effort, because it gives kids and families a new opportunity.
That's good stuff.
Good cover by Andrew. Quality shot. Solid 7. Made to spare.
Absolutely. You got to keep filling up those frames, whether you're striking or not. We got one on a turkey coming up here. There's Bubba is got a good chance here.
Another good pitch.
Quality shot by Stacy, just not having a whole lot of luck right now. So the Kids Bowl Free program, I mention it every time you guys are here. This year, Galaxy Lanes had almost 2,100 kids and families. We had almost 200 families sign up this year, and that's been a great asset for our youth program. And it got a lot of families off the couch, Mike, you know, this summer, and it's still going on until the end of October. Halloween's the last weekend for that show.
It was awesome to come to walk in here in the afternoons, and it was a hot day, and you would have 7 or 8 lanes going of kids and their parents. It was awesome.
And we've gained a few new kids in our youth league on Saturdays from that program, and it's been nice. So, Bill, looks like Bubba's got the 4th strike here, and he's kind of taking a commanding lead. Shannon needs this strike.
I was going to make note of the fact that while we've been talking, Bubba has established himself. Ooh, there's a good-looking ball.
Shannon with the 3-bagger to stay 20 down.
That's right. That's a turkey for Shannon. He's 1 strike behind Bubba for the lead, and Andrew coming up here. He left a 7-pin last frame. I think he's pretty comfortable. He just needs to get some carry going.
Yeah, Bubba's 4th strike, he shredded right. Now, again, he was short and over top, and the ball had nowhere to go but right.
He got a little break there, Bill. He tripped out the 2 right pins to eliminate that split. So
I noticed that.
If he can stay clean this frame, that keeps him in the hunt.
Yeah. Got to stay clean.
So there again, as we're talking about tournament events, Galaxy Lanes is hosting a pink doubles tournament, and this is in memory of a couple of our bowlers here in the past. And Mike, I bet you can tell some stories about Lulabelle Stanley.
It's she's my Aunt Lou, and we miss her dearly. As we know, cancer is a terrible thing, and I think this tournament is a very good idea, and anything to raise money.
Well, and another friend in the past, Karen Stragg. Everybody remembers our bowlers, and
Yes.
this is in, Mandy has put together a doubles event that's open to doubles men, ladies, or mixed, and it's going to be here October the 20th on a Saturday, and we're asking everybody to join in and support this event, as this money is being raised for the Cancer Foundation, and we'll be paying cash prizes each game, and expect this event to fill 2 shifts in the house. So
Very good. 5-bagger for Bubba.
Well, that was a very, very awesome shot, Bill, to give him a 5-bagger, and Shannon is the one with the opportunity here to keep himself close, as Bubba really has got this match in hand right now.
But this will be a fun tournament. Game 1 is regular. Game 2 is 3-6-9. You get a strike in those frames. Game 3 is no tap, 9-pin. In Game 4, if you get a split, counts as a spare.
Exactly. So these entry forms are available online.
That's right.
And you can print them out. We ask you to call in advance, pay in advance. Don't be left out of this. It is a handicap tournament, and we're going to enjoy this.
We'll have some fun. Very, very nice.
Good job from
Good
Andrew
job from
on lane 4, Bill. He got himself settled down there and got the ball to the pocket.
He sure did.
Shannon left a 10-pin there, Mike, to give him a chance that he missed his spare. That's a little unusual for Shannon. And right now, Bubba is at a 230 pace, Bill, and the closest one to him still right now is Shannon. And Bubba's got about a 35-pin advantage over these fellas.
You know, I think Bubba Hobbs has been just saving it all up for a TV bowling opportunity, it seems to me. I mean, he's brought his A game here today.
Well, his shirt says it all. He's a bone collector today.
He is the bone collector today. That's right.
Yes. He's
wonderful.
There's another nice crisp shot. You can see by his reaction, he's pretty confident with what's got going on and how he feels about his game right now.
Well, Jerry, and you know, once you're in the driver's seat, you want to continue to lengthen that lead.
Well,
that's what he's doing.
He's got a little confidence in right now, and he's pretty happy.
Stacy answers back with a double.
That's a nice shot, Bill. That gives his dad a double there, and here comes Shannon on the right lane. Yeah. And Shannon's shooting at a 207 clip, Mike, but we need a couple of strikes here.
Shannon's got to take it off the sheet. That's a good pitch. Another ringing 10.
Ooh-wee. Well, couldn't ask for much more out of that one, Bill. That was a good solid pocket hit to leave a 10 pin.
Sure was, and that 10 pin stood tall on that one.
Andrew needs this one on lane 3 to keep himself in this
Andrew's
match.
turn to stay in. That's 3 in a row that's crept high on the left lane.
He's cut him a little short there,
Yeah,
and he's been fortunate to get out of the mess. But here's Shannon shooting these 10 pin. He nailed that one.
There we go. Well, unless the wheels fall off, this one's Bubba's to win.
It sure is. Bubba's in the driver's seat, and he just pretty much needs to stay clean. However, Stacy can strike out for 226, but Bubba's on a 240 game right now, Bill.
He sure is, and notice J.R. Phillips warming up. He's bound to be looking out of the corner of his eye over here as Bubba Hobbs really putting on a performance.
Well, JR's been in this position before on our television show, and I'm sure that he's taken everything in over there.
Stacy with another quality shot.
That's right. That gives Stacy
nice mixer.
Gives Stacy a turkey, huh?
Yes, sir.
3 in a row there, and here's Bubba on the left lane.
It's got a
solid
chance.
shot. Nice
There
solid
we go.
shot off his hand. I knew that was a strike when it came off.
Absolutely.
He's definitely in the driver's seat. Shooting a 290 clip here if he strikes out.
Let us go ahead and finish this out.
I'm saying we could have a new high game on television across the area here.
I think Drew has lane preference.
Yeah, he struck a couple times in a row, and that 7 pin on that lane a few frames ago, but
very nice.
that was a crisp shot from Shannon, and Shannon's last 2 frames had those unfortunate pocket hits, and Shannon could very well have 8 in a row himself.
Yes, he could.
And, he's had just a couple little bad breaks.
He has been in the hole each and every shot.
Well, there again, guys, we'd like to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank Charlie at C. Adam Tony Tire Pros for helping our event and showing the support for our bowling, and Mark Hunt and his group. And Mark bowls a couple leagues here, and we appreciate seeing him around. He's good because he takes a lot of lessons from Steve Licklider, and Mark's game is improving, and that's snapping that 7 pin out of there just kind of drove the nail in the coffin there, guys.
He's kind of hurting your wood down there.
Well, I'm going to have to go up on the turnpike and put the pins back in the machine, Bill. So, and Jeff Christ, he's a league bowler here on Wednesday night in our men's league, and we sure appreciate him. Jeff Justice at Chris Door Service, thank you. And just excited to have these guys, and just makes a big difference. And I mentioned Mark taking lessons from Steve Licklider, and whether you know it, Mike, I believe Steve won a 60 regional here in Mooresville, North Carolina 2 weeks ago, and Steve beat one of the best in the world, Brian Voss, to have an opportunity for the championship match, and he went on to beat Sammy Ventura, and Steve averaged 231 for that event.
There people in the bowling industry, they know Steve and they know about him and what he can do. But it's just amazing the amount of people that don't know who Steve is.
Well, Steve's 69 years old, and he's in probably the best bowling shape he's ever been in his life, and he's been there several different times, but he's pretty serious about this bowling phase of his life, and I'm happy for him. Congratulations, Steve.
Very much so.
Good job, Shannon. Shannon finally collects him another one for a turkey, and he's going to end up with about 220 in this, 227 in this game, Mike.
And one more for 227.
Well, Andrew was flirting with that the whole game on that lane, and it just finally jumped up and got him, Bill.
I would like to add one more thing about Doc, about Steve Licklider. He very well could be the best bowler in the world who throws the ball straight. The only better straight player that could be out there would be Norm. Norm and Doc are the two best.
Walter Ray Williams in that category.
Walter
also
Ray is there.
over the
They're
years,
also,
and,
yes. But if you got to throw it straight, I'll take Doc every time.
Well, as you know, he and Norm are friends, and
yes.
They kind of collaborate, so that's a good thing. So, Andrew finishing a little under his game in the first match here.
182.
Yes, with a 182, and Shannon's 226. So.
Attaboy, Stacy. Good struck.
I think Stacy's been loose. He just missed his target a couple times there and got in a little bit of trouble. But watching a man with 8 strikes in a row shoot that at you, it kind of takes the wind out of your sail, Mike.
I have a little experience with that. I can't imagine what Stacy's feeling as he watches his son do that to him, because there a few years ago I did it to my dad.
That's right. Let's see if he can finish this off.
Absolutely.
Good job. Excellent shot. That ball crept a little bit high. He got a nice carry off the wall there, but it was a solid pocket hit with 10 in the pit.
He's free, he's loose, and he's easy.
That's right. So if I'm not mistaken, I think 279, is that the highest television game?
279 to my knowledge.
Throughout the course of the television shows?
Yes.
I think. So Bubba has a chance to break that here.
Yes.
And he enjoys bowling here at Galaxy. He's his 2 highest series, lifetime series have came out of this house, and his dad kind of calls this his home house. He said he feels comfortable here. Nice crisp off of his hand.
Got a chance.
Wow, did that look good.
10 in the pit.
That's a fact here. So one more for 290 for Bubba Hobbs. Bill, it looks like J.R. Phillips might have his hands full coming in.
You know, you have to think some fella might cool off at some point, but he's showing no signs of that, that's for sure.
Stacy finished with the 179.
All right.
That's all right.
You know, you were talking about the adjustments on the left side today with 3 left-handers being in one match. I think Bubba's game today, he's got his eyes on his roll. He's got a really good feel, and the 9-pin falls forward. They give him 11 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. A nice show there with the 290 game there, Bill and Mike. That's pretty impressive.
Task lays ahead. I've seen J.R. Phillips throw that bowling ball before too, so what a great matchup we have coming up here at Galaxy Lanes here in Kanawha City. It's going to be Bubba Hobbs moving on to take on J.R. Phillips in our championship matchup here on Mountain State Bowl. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break for our sponsors and be right back to our championship game. So stay tuned, stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. See Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros preferred credit card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at cadamtonytires.com.
Matt Winder is our candidate for re-election to the Fayette County Commission. Let's spend a minute with Matt.
Matt, what can we do to solve our growing drug problem in Fayette County?
Drug abuse and addiction is a problem which affects the lives of many people and has a serious negative impact on the quality of life in the communities that we live. Most of the crime in Fayette County is drug-related, and our regional jail costs will exceed $1.5 million this year. As your county commissioner, I have strongly supported the Fayette County Sheriff's Department, our Community Corrections Program, and other local enforcement and control efforts. However, In dealing with the growing problems of abuse and addiction, it is clear that enforcement is not enough. To break the cycle of addiction and the tragic impact that drugs have on our families throughout our county, we must continue to work to develop and support community-based intervention and treatment programs. Addiction is a public health crisis that cannot be solved without increased treatment capabilities. As your county commissioner, I will continue to bring those intervention and drug treatment programs to Fayette County. The strength of our families and the future of our children depend upon our ability to solve this very serious and growing problem.
Matt Winder, experience that we need and leadership we can trust. Help to re-elect Matt Winder to the Fayette County Commission, paid for by the candidate.
Richard Ojeda, the grandson of a Logan County coal mining family. Ojeda served 24 years in the United States Army, retiring as a major, 2 combat tours in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan, earning 2 Bronze Stars. He's a husband and father, currently serving in the West Virginia State Senate.
I'm running for Congress because I think we deserve better. We need to diversify our economy, but I think we also still have a future in coal. I want to protect Social Security, and I'm going to put you, the people, before politics. I'm Richard Ojeda, and I approve of this message.
West Virginians are a very proud people. Proud of our heritage, we're proud of our history, we're proud of our geography, we're proud of our work. I think we have a tremendous amount to show the rest of the world that they just haven't known about in the past. There's a certain degree of fatalism in Appalachia, where folks feel like things just aren't going to get better and we don't have any reason to trust anybody and nobody really has our best interests at heart. I just don't want to dwell on that. I feel like there's a tremendous opportunity in West Virginia. We've got terrific people, terrific communities, and the world's at our fingertips. We need to unite the state at this point. We are a nation divided, and in many ways we're still a state divided. So I think it's time to unite the state, to have people come together and do something positive for our communities.
Welcome to Mountain State Bowling. This week, we're at Galaxy Lanes in Charleston.
Welcome back to Mountain State Bowling, coming to you today from Galaxy Lanes in Kanawha City. And Jerry Maxwell, we've had some performances on this show, but boy, that's one I haven't seen here. And turn it over to you to talk to our friend here.
Well, Bubba, today, after the first frame, I don't know if it was just television lights or whatever, buddy, but you sure got over that first frame and threw the next 11 strikes as good as anybody could throw them, and that was a very nice 290 game.
Appreciate it. First shot, I'll be honest, I didn't even know where the ball went. I was shaking like a leaf, and then I just got settled in, got relaxed, took it one shot at a time, and they all fell.
Well, like everybody said, they always wanted to bowl on television, so you just said it. That's the way it happens, buddy, but yep. Good job.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome back to Mountain State Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird, along with Jerry Maxwell and Mike Nunn, and we're here for our championship matchup, and a good one it's going to be. It's J.R. Phillips, our top qualifier, taking on Bubba Hobbs, who lit him up in the first game here. And Jerry, there's such thing as a showdown at the OK Corral. This is the showdown at Galaxy Lanes here today.
Well, neither one of these guys are scared. They've been there before. So we ought to have a little fun with this match. And these guys will throw some pins all over the lane, Mike.
Last man standing, and JR has just fired the first shot.
There you go. So there again as we get started. JR had the highest qualifier in this round at 753, and Bubba is our 5th place qualifier coming in with 678, but that just doesn't matter. It's anybody can win a one-game match, and you know, Mike, that's what we've done our whole life.
You are very right, because no, it doesn't matter. And he's close. And I do believe that is a Verapapa.
That's 12 strikes in a row, Bill. That's called an Andy Verapapa. In the bowling world, you don't have them all in one game, but you threw 12 in a row.
Well, I tell you what I call it. I call it picking it up where you left off. And again, Bubba Hobbs, you're putting on a very impressive performance here today.
Well, you know, as our Mountain State Bowling Show it's expanded its wings, and now that we're in leisure lanes and pinheads and here at Galaxy and now at Town and Country, what a nice variety we have to broaden these horizons, to invite new people into the game and more viewers to be able to just watch our local talent and grow the sport, and that's what we all want. So there goes the pins again. They're on the turnpike.
Locked and loaded.
I tell you.
So, you know, as we continue to grow the sport and invite new bowlers, the Mountain State Bowling Show is really an asset to television bowling, and we sure appreciate them.
JR answers?
Well, these guys are 4 for 4, Bill.
You know, again, it's like a heavyweight boxing match. We'll see who's left standing.
Yeah. But Jerry, you're very correct. Exposure is the key. The more people that can see the game, especially performed at a high level, to pique their interest and make them want to start. Come bowling, even if you just want to come and watch. But the game continues to need the exposure.
Yes, it does. And anyway, what a good shot, a nice ringing 10. But, you know, between all of these guys, we've got almost 6,300 games. And Bubba Hobbs has 6, Andrew 21, Shannon, the right-hander, had 13 right-handed 300s, and Shannon injured and has 2 left-handed 300s. Wow. Now, that's very impressive. And JR comes in with 26 300 games and 12 800 series, and you know, that just goes to show you what the Kanawha Valley has to produce in our bowlers, and you know, it just continues to grow, and it's been like this in all the centers over the years, but the more we can continue to do this, the better competition gets.
Some of the old timers might even say Shannon is amphibious.
Well, Shannon is an asset to bowling. I tell you, when people come in here, he's one to look to for lessons, because he can sure teach anybody that has an opportunity to bowl, because he can break it down on an elementary level and help everybody, and we're lucky to have Shannon around. And there we go.
14 and counting.
There's our turkey to start this game. 3 strikes in a row, and you know, he just continuing like you said.
Mm-hmm. When you're in the zone, the pocket looks like it's enormous. You can be light, you can be flush, you can be high, but they're going to fall.
That nice crisp release, the pins say it all. And you know, we talk about this on the show about lane conditions can govern the carry, but the bowler still has to create their breaks. And being able to repeat and release the ball consistently is the key. And Bubba right now is putting on a schooling.
He is shredding it.
So ringing 10 for JR on the left lane last time, Bill. I'm sure that's not in the back of his mind, because JR can surely strike out.
Close. Good pitch.
There we go, Mike.
Back in the game.
Little light hit. That's called the half hit, and the can opener hit with the messenger coming over to get that 10 pin.
But you know, for our viewers, you know, this is clearly bowling at its highest level. I mean, you know, these guys have talent, but You know, for recreational bowlers, you can always aspire to get better, take good instruction. Bowling is an activity that you can certainly work on and get better at.
Well, there's no doubt about it. No two styles are alike. And, you know, we've got JR on the show today being a two-hander, and then you've got the other three left-handers that were...
All three different releases.
Yes, kind of a tweener, a stroker, and a cranker, and Shannon being a right-handed stroker. So that just goes to show you that all levels of experience play the game, and nobody is going to step up there with a certain thing. They develop their own game and practice it, and believe it or not, nobody is given the life of a cranker. They obtain that.
Yeah.
So, with
and no matter how long we have been doing this, we continue to learn. We continue to hone our craft, because if we sit still, we're no good.
Well, you never quit paying your dues, and Bill, like in any other sport, you know, you're a football guy, and around and announcing football, you see these athletes at all different levels, and gosh, that's what Midget League football is for, isn't it?
Wow.
That's the first one he's cut short there, and unfortunately he paid the price, but he had as many as 15 strikes in a row.
He had 15 in a row.
Impressive run.
That was a wonderful run. But even after all that's been said, the door is now open for JR.
Well, Bubba's going to go for two here, and JR has a double, and with Bubba's four-bagger there, that puts the match pretty close to even here.
JR can strike, and he'll be down 6.
Exactly. So it's things are just a little bit tighter here as we are halfway through the match.
Bubba currently with a 16-pin lead.
Yes. Well, it's beginning to feel like fall, you know. People are beginning to come into Bowling Center a little bit more now and filter in. I think this weekend is the first weekend of fall here soon. And
yes.
You can sure feel it in the air. And it'll be nice to see people coming in again and getting things started. All right, he cut that one a little short, and it was a little high flush, Mike.
Ball speed cures most deals when we cut them short.
You could see his reaction there. He wasn't totally pleased with that in comparison to some of these other shots too, Bill. But when you're throwing the ball really good, you know what you're doing.
Big pitch here by JR.
Sure is. He got the half hit, and that's what we call a can opener, and he got carried.
That's right.
JR, we know he's a competitor, that's for sure.
I think JR bowls in about 5 leagues, and his average is over probably 223 in all of his leagues across the city, and probably a composite average of about 225, Mike. And
I would agree with that.
And you know, bowling in the 3 different houses is a lot of variety of lane condition and atmosphere and competition. So there again, he's had that light shaker going, and he got that rack, shredded that rack to get him a double, and this match is almost even. Bubba coming up in the 7th frame has to protect himself, Bill.
Yep.
I will throw those light shakers all night long.
Absolutely. If you got that light shaker going and getting those corner pins out, your scores are going to go up a little bit. Use the lane condition to your advantage. When the lanes have got a little bit more conditioner in the center and they're a little slicker, you find the edge of the oil and the edge of the dry, and you can stay in that pocket all day. And a lot of people make a mistake sometimes.
Oh.
You cut that one a little short, and it crept up a little high. That might mean the lane could be changing a little, and they might need to be making an adjustment there. But
that is true.
He may have cut his speed off a little bit, Mike.
And that, and the fact that he's now got somebody breathing on him. He's somebody's close, and that makes a difference.
Well, the championship match changes things a little bit, and It has a way of turning up the wick, as we say. So the lane condition here we're talking about, a lot of people in their league bowling sometimes don't adjust fast enough. They got to trust their instincts when they're playing outside and they get started and they have a couple light hits and they don't carry that strike. They might need to move their feet a couple boards to the right and keep the ball a little higher in the pocket. And sometimes they'll start out, Bill, and the ball goes through the middle or farther to the left, and they think the lane's a little bit too dry. Instead of moving their feet, Mike, 2 or 3 boards to the left, and moving their eyes, their target 2 or 3 boards to the left, being right-handed, you know, that we have to have that. And those are the kind of adjustments you make to keep the ball in play into the 1-3 pocket. Left-handers, the 1-2 pocket. So everybody just pay attention and keep your eyes on the bottom of that ball, and the lane will tell you everything.
Very nice. Back on the strike train.
Looked like he might have made an adjustment. The ball seemed to slide a little farther this time, and it caught up a little bit later, Bill. And
I think he stayed through it better, and he projected or pushed it further to the left, and he got it down the lane.
I think he made an adjustment over there. So,
but along with what you said about paying attention, bowlers also need to watch how their ball goes through the pins, how the pins fall. The direction that the pins go tell you a lot about how you're releasing the ball and how it's facing up and coming back toward the pocket.
Exactly. There again, JR on lane 4, he carried that half hit, Bill. That's right. 3 of those in a row. So JR's got a good little pocket angle going on, and right now.
And he's able to repeat.
JR has got what, Mike, about a 4-pin lead.
He is
here?
a 4-pin lead. Strike puts him up 14. It's got to carry the corner. He flushed one.
He got all of that one. You could tell it coming off of his hand. That ball was out a little farther, revving a little harder, and it crept up in there and destroyed that pocket.
And I was incorrect. He is up 34.
Well, we need a strike here from Bubba.
Bubba strikes. He's down 14.
He needs a couple strikes. So, you know, as we're talking, the bowling equipment today, the way a bowling ball is chosen for purchase is based on a person's game, with their ball speed, the amount of revolutions they put on the ball. They can be a straight player, but it just depends on a person's speed. We make a big adjustment in consideration. There's a lot of considerations when you go to a bowling center and pick out a ball from your local pro shop. And a lot of people can have a whole lot of fun with the right ball in their hand. But, you know,
absolutely,
we can't leave out the fact that you got to make spares.
And again, just on the right lane, Bubba did a very good job of pushing the ball down the lane, projecting it to the left, and it faced up and came back wonderfully.
He's got himself lined back up, so, you know, he's going to need this strike right here.
Bubba can go out for 245.
Yes, 245, and
right now JR's on the 239 pace.
Yes.
It's close.
That was a really good shot. He very strong mentally right there. That was great concentration. He made a great shot.
Yeah. That's why we put the ball in our hand. We want to throw those strikes at this time.
It's putting him, Mike, at the 220 clip, and he's definitely going to need this strike.
Yeah. In my opinion, he's going to need them all.
That's fact. It's kind of quiet around here. The concentration level is pretty high. And
that's in a pinch. Again, he was quick, did not get through it all the way, and it was just too far down the lane in the wrong part of the lane.
Just a little bit fast, like you said. That got the ball in the conditioner, a little bit of skid. The spare here is going to give him 233.
which means JR has to mark in the 10th.
JR has to have at least a spare in the 10th frame to win the match.
232 for Bubba. That's a 522 total for his 2 games. Nothing like averaging 260 on TV.
Yes, that's
Quality
very
shot.
impressive as far as that goes. JR smacks that one off. He gets a little excitement there as he put that ball right in the pocket, right where it needed to be.
He might have liked that one.
Well, that was about like the shot on lane 3, Bill. He had 2 flush hits in a row after carrying about 3 half hits in a row, and his carry with this ball today, his line was very strong. JR only having 2 9 counts there, and we knew what to expect.
He's there again.
There's that half hit that kind of got him in this position.
Can opener again.
You know,
one more for 259 and the victory.
that'll be 10 out of 12 strikes if he gets this one. So, you know, a lot of strikes being thrown in these games today, Bill.
You know, I tell you, it takes a great performance to beat a good performance. And, you know, once Bubba Hobbs shows that he was a member of the human race, there for a while I was beginning to wonder with the consistency. But credit J.R. Phillips with an outstanding performance here and putting himself in a position to win this contest.
You're exactly right, with a 259 game there, and that's what it takes to win, and they both knew that it would take a lot of strikes, so here we are.
And again,
Good bowling for sure.
I understand these 2 gentlemen are well acquainted with each other, good friends, but boy, what a matchup and what a great day here at Galaxy Lanes. Again, J.R. Phillips, the top qualifier, comes on late in this contest and knocks off Bubba Hobbs, who gave perhaps the best performance we've seen yet on Mountain State Bowling. So again, coming up, our presentation of recognition and prizes, so you won't want to miss that, folks. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. See Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros Preferred Credit Card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at CAdamTonyTires.com.
Welcome back to Mountain State Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird along with Jerry Maxwell, and we're at that portion of the show, Jerry, where we recognize our bowlers here and the presentation of prizes. But before we do that, what a great matchup. Again, great games today in the preliminary round. Shannon Pinnell, Andrew Derrick, and Stacy Hobbs all bowled well, but again, you very rarely get to see a performance like Bubba Hobbs put on in that first game. Truly a pleasure to watch. Carried over into the second match, but again, how about the tenacity of J.R. Phillips? He hung in there, and big win for J.R. Phillips here today.
It sure was. He had a great game, but we had 5 finalists today that we knew that anything could happen between these 5 guys. So they're all great bowlers, and, you know, getting off to a good start sure makes things a little easier. And, you know, when you spare and throw 6 or 7 in a row, the pressure goes off. So for Bubba there in round 1, you know, he got off to a pretty good start, and others had a little tough time carrying. So things just shake out the way they fall, and there again, we say that people create their own breaks, and that's what bowlers do.
Absolutely, and again, high-level performance by all of our contestants here today. And let's go ahead and move into the portion of the show and go ahead and recognize these folks.
Yes, sir. Well, Stacy Hobbs, we know that you kind of had a little tough time off your game there. You made some good shots, just didn't get the carry you wanted, and
that's how the pins fall. That's how it works.
Well, we appreciate you being here today, and we hope you make another show and come back and see us.
I appreciate it. Enjoyed it. Had a great time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And our fourth place finisher today, Andrew. First television show, you had a good time, and we sure enjoyed watching you. And
I did. I enjoyed it. I've always wanted to make TV at least one time. Had a lot of fun. Hats off to Bubba here for shooting 290. Ain't much you can do about that.
You're right, and so you'll be back, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be here all the time.
Great.
Thank you.
And our third place finisher today, Shannon Pinnell. Shannon, you shot a 226 game.
I know, I can't even believe it. I mean, I was shocked, me being on TV, I wouldn't have never thought I'd have even had a 200. So I'm glad I at least broke 200 for the first time being on TV.
Well, you never missed a pocket, though. You had a couple breaks that could have went your way. You could have put a little pressure on this fella early, and it could have been a little different.
No, I don't think so. Not the way he hits the pins.
Well, we talked about going up on the turnpike to put them back in your pin setters, so.
That's true. He didn't. I'm gonna hate to go back here and see all the wood that's laying back here right now. So.
Well, we appreciate you bowling, and we're sure we'll see you back on TV sometime.
I hope so.
All right. Bubba. Nice performance, buddy. Once you got that first frame out of your way, tell us about the first frame and how that game began.
First frame, I have no idea where the ball went. I don't have a clue. I just said, get it off your hand and don't throw it in the gutter.
What do you think about that, Bill?
So
Figured it out real
I got it off my hand, and I said, okay, just make the spare, now settle down and get locked in. And I found a line and didn't have to make any adjustments. Makes it easy.
You threw 15 quality shots, and buddy, you told Shannon, we picked the pins up off the turnpike, but 290 game, the new high game on television, and it got you into the championship match here, and you shot 290 and 232 for a 261 average today, and you threw those 15 in a row. It's great.
And I still ended up second place.
Well,
JR's heck of a bowler, man. He bowls well anywhere he goes. I know if I left him any openings, it'd be hard to catch him. He's a great bowler, great friend.
We knew that this was going to be a tough match, and we appreciate you being here.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
You got it. JR, our champion, you made it to television here again, buddy.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I knew I had a bowl good match, and I want to thank one of my biggest supporters, my mom, and I got my dad watching over top of me, and we really put on a good show tonight.
You're right. You threw 10 out of 12 strikes there in the championship match, and you had some really good carry. You threw 3 strikes in a row that were kind of half hits, and you mixed those in with some nice solid strikes to shoot 259 there to win the match.
Yeah, I had a lot more carry than I had last time I bowled on TV. And I was really nervous on my first bowling attempt. I knew I needed to throw a good shot.
Well, congratulations to all of these guys, and congratulations to you on the win. And we appreciate you being here and hope to see you next time.
Yeah, we thank y'all for having us.
Absolutely.
Okay, there you have it. Again, congratulations to J.R. Phillips picking up the pace, and what a great performance. And again, Bubba Hobbs, outstanding performance also. So, and Jerry Maxwell, we really want to thank you for opening the doors up and again hosting us here at Galaxy Lanes. It's always a great place to come, great venue, and you got a host of talented bowlers here in the greater Kanawha Valley, and they put on a real show here today.
We sure appreciate the Mountain State Bowling, Bill, and like I said, Charlie Tony and C. Adam Tony Tire, Jeff Justice at Chris Dorr and Mark Hunt, making these things possible with all the other sponsors. We appreciate all of you there, and that's what keeps us going. And thank you, Bill, and yes, we had a great show today, and we're looking forward to all of the other centers getting involved in the bowling picking up, and we'll have some great matches throughout this season.
No doubt about it. And while we're thanking people, we certainly want to thank Mike Nunn for his expert commentary and analysis here today at Galaxy Lanes here in Kanawha City.
Thank you, Mike, very much.
Okay. And again, thank you all, the viewers of this show, for tuning us in each week on Mountain State Bowling here at Galaxy Lanes. Again, on behalf of Jerry Maxwell, I'm Bill Laird, thanking you all for tuning us in. Have a good week, and goodbye, everybody.